everybody, Jared Green here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make my favorite brownies. Let's go to the kitchen. Here we have some of the things we'll need for today. First of all, you need a measuring device, a pan to cook them in, some non-stick vegetable oil, the ingredients that I showed before, 1 tablespoon measuring device, and something to mix it in. So first we're going to go ahead and open up the packaging for our brownie mix. Next, go ahead and dump it into the pan that we'll be mixing them all together in. This recipe is doubled, so I am using 2 boxes, so throughout the rest of this video, all the other ingredients will be doubled, as you will notice. So once you get the dry ingredients into the pan, we're going to go ahead and look at the wet ingredients that we'll be mixing all together. The first one says 3 tablespoons of water. However, we're going to use our measuring device to measure out our vegetable oil first. This recipe does call for half a cup, but since we're doubling it, like I said, we're going to go ahead and fill it up to 1 cup with our measuring device. After this, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next ingredient, which is 3 tablespoons of water. So we're going to go over to the sink, and I prefer to use cold water. You're going to fill up, since it's 3, we're going to use 6, so we're going to go ahead and fill up 6 into our wet ingredients. The next step in our wet ingredients is our eggs. So since this is doubled, we're going to go ahead and do 4 eggs. Right now would be a good time to go ahead and turn on the oven and get it going, and since we're using a 13x9 pan and we're doubling, so we're going to go ahead and set the temperature for 350 degrees. At this time, we're going to go ahead and whisk together our 4 eggs, our 1 cup of vegetable oil, and our 6 tablespoons of water together into a nice blend before we put it into our brownie mix. Something that I like to do, which is absolutely not necessary, it just kind of makes it easier to start folding it over once you pour in the liquid mixture, is make a little pit, a little crater type of thing to pour your liquid mix into. It's always good to clean as you go to make cleanup later a lot easier. I'm going to be using my Pampered Chef soft tip spatula to go ahead and mix this together. If you have a cake batter mixer, this makes it a lot easier. We're ready to go ahead and line the pan with vegetable oil non-stick. Go ahead and be very liberal with the spray so you don't have any sticking. We're now ready to go ahead and start pouring in the batter into the pan and level it out and get it nice and flat before it's ready to go into the oven. We're going to set the timer for 35 minutes according to the box for a 13x9 pan, but since it is a double batch, it may take longer, so we might have to come back in a little bit and check. When we check it, we're looking for any batter that's sticking onto the knife. You can use a toothpick, and I would normally use a toothpick, but all we have is a knife. Since the brownies don't quite look done according to the knife method, what we're going to do is go ahead and add 5 more minutes, and we'll check back later. After probing the brownies again for the second time, the brownies are looking a lot more done. As you can see here, when I stick the knife in and pull it out, it looks clean. This is how you know that they're done. I like to let my brownies set out for a while before I eat them. I know some people like to eat them while they're nice and fresh and gooey and stuff, but I have this theory that, as you can see, when they set, they get to more of a fudgy state, which is my favorite way to eat them. So I just put foil over it and I will let it set for a few hours, and believe it or not, this will actually keep it warm for a while. Of course, my favorite way to eat brownies is accompanied with some cookies and cream ice cream. If the brownies aren't warm anymore, I'll go ahead and pop them in the microwave and warm them up. Last step to these brownies is the step of enjoying it. So go ahead and share some with your best friend and eat up. That's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now go ahead and go make you some brownies.